Hello, my beautiful people. I'm MGem. Welcome back to my channel, Food Facts and Fitness, your guide to healthier living through exploring topics that help us heal our mind, body, and spirit. Today, we're exploring the topic of destiny swapping. So let's get into what it is and how you can stop it at its track when you notice it's happening to you. Destiny swapping is a concept of someone taking over or benefiting from another person's life path, success, or blessings, often through manipulation or spiritual means. It can happen through someone imitating your actions or life. Some people believe imitation is flattery, but in some cases, it can literally be that someone is trying to essentially be you. This can happen through subtle means, and it often happens with those we consider ourselves to be close to. For example, I once had a friend that was trying desperately to swap destinies with me. It initially took me a while to notice the signs because I didn't want to believe that someone I considered close to me was capable of that, but then the signs became unavoidable. This person began to imitate my own life. I had a specific gym routine and they began to copy it. They noticed I did my makeup a certain way, and the next day they would have it done like that too. It was down to the tiniest details. I really began to realize their cheap attempt to mimic me when they started to take on my personality traits in even more subtle ways. They hung around my family and saw specific traits within me, and they began to imitate it. This person noticed my infatuation with PB&Js and how I'd always order them when we would go get coffee together. And suddenly, they had an obsession with PB&Js too. If I expressed a thought or idea, days later, this person would try to pass it off as their own. It eventually got to a point that when I started attracting more opportunities into my life, this person could no longer contain their envy, and the destiny swap attempt became something I could no longer ignore. As things continued to improve in my life, this person grew more resentful of me. This was around a time in which I started to go to more castings and modeling gigs, and this person I considered a friend at the time just couldn't contain their jealousy anymore. The remarks grew so intense that they felt like straight jabs to the gut. They began to exploit any opportunity they could find to argue or make me the villain. I had to remove this person from my life because they kept trying to get me out of character. And I don't play that. People that try to destiny swap with you will do this to try and trick you out of your own spot. They vibrate on such a low frequency that eliciting a reaction from you thrills them. It gives them a sense of control. This is exactly what this person was doing when I chose to be connected to them. When you see someone constantly trying to get you out of character, remove them from your vicinity. Trust. You don't want any energy vampires or destiny swappers around you. So like I said, destiny swapping attempts can happen through practical means, through someone trying to imitate your energy or mimic your routine. But destiny swap attempts can also happen through spiritual means, where people will perform rituals or energy manipulation like brujeria or black magic in a cheap attempt to basically become you. This sounds crazy because it is, but there are unhinged people out there that will try it. So it's important to protect yourself. A person trying to destiny swap with you will try to get close to you to distract you from your goals and slowly try to basically become you. They can do this in a multitude of ways, through trying to deter you from taking action on your goals, sabotaging your opportunities or connections, or simply sending you evil eye. When you spot the signs that someone in your life may be trying to swap destinies with you, get this person far, far away from you. There's always signs because people can never hide their weird energy for too long. Look for the red flags. They're usually loud and blatant. You will most likely experience things like stagnation, rejection, or feeling disconnected from your purpose. While you experience this, you might even notice that the destiny swapper is imitating your routine, so they'll start copying the way you work out, the way you dress, the slang you use. Again, in my case, there was a snake in my life that attempted to imitate any little personality trait they observed within me and tried to pass it off as their own. Know what I did? I peeped it and removed that snake from my garden, and I've been thriving ever since. These are some signs to look out for when someone is attempting to swap destinies with you. You're going to feel drained. They seem to be having more energy than usual, while interacting with them leaves you feeling depleted. A lot of the time, these people will also be energy vampires in our lives. Someone who expects you to take on their burdens, their anger, their dissatisfaction with life. An individual that feels entitled to your energy but doesn't reciprocate your efforts. Someone who essentially expects you to pour into them, but doesn't pour back into you. Most often not, someone trying to destiny swap with you is also an energy vampire. Interactions with them leave you feeling defeated, depleted, or just plain old drained. Destiny swappers and energy vampires tend to be people that don't acknowledge their insecurities or traumas because they don't have the courage to face themselves enough to actually do shadow work. Instead of choosing to heal, they think they can take shortcuts by mimicking your energy. These people will perform deep manipulation to convince people that they are you because they themselves lack authenticity and originality. And that's what it all comes down to. When you exude a light and you're confident about yourself, this can cause you to attract people who want to swap destinies with you. This is obviously due to envy because the destiny swapper wants to be you. They want what you have and they will try to get it through cheaply trying to imitate your energy, which is laughable because in order to become the person you are today, you had to go through a set of experiences that you gained lessons from. No one can copy or steal from you because everything you have attained up to this point was contingent upon the price paid through those set of experiences you had to endure. It would be impossible to extract the same level of value, your aura, if you will, through a cheap, pathetic attempt at imitation. But still they'll try, which is why you need to always protect your energy. Look guys, unfortunately, destiny swappers tend to be the people closest to us. If they aren't in your close circle, they'll try to be. These are typically the type of people with a keep your friends close and your enemies closer type of mindset. There have been people in the past that have attempted to swap destinies with people they're envious of. Take Selena and Yolanda, for example. Clearly a failed attempt, but we have other examples out there. People will try it because they literally allow the devil and those lower vibrational energies to convince them that they can be successful. And this is why, in my opinion, it's important to stay prayed up. The blessings that God has for you, no one can take no matter how hard they try. This is why it's important to foster a connection with God. I also want to say that I'm not talking about people who claim to be righteous but then go pay for witchcraft or move with the lack of integrity. If you're someone who moves with God, you have morals and you don't do underhanded stuff. Big emphasis on integrity. No slander, gossiping, trying to project onto people because you feel lesser than. You move with integrity. So aside from fostering a connection with God and praying in the name of Jesus, you can also reclaim your power from the person trying to destiny swap with you by setting boundaries and moving with integrity. You need to remove anyone posing red flags away from your life. Set boundaries with people going forward because if it happens once, it will happen again. As I previously stated, when you have that light about you, you tend to attract energy vampires like moths to a flame. So it's important to practice discernment and always move with self-respect. If you're overextending yourself for someone, they gotta go. Recognize your boundaries so you can enforce them because that's protection within itself. Reclaiming your destiny involves recognizing the issue. So again, noticing the red flags and noticing that it's being done to you. Setting boundaries once you notice the red flags and taking the proper steps to realign with your authentic self through taking care of your physical body. So you want to nurture your physical body through healthy eating and movement because it all starts in the root chakra. You want to make sure that you're getting proper nutrition, proper sleep, all of the things that we know are fundamental to our physical well-being. But it's not limited to that though, because you need to take care of your mind just as much as your physical. And by that I mean, try creating a practice prayer, try meditating, and try leaning more into personal empowerment because it's definitely going to help, trust me. All of these things can protect you from any weirdos trying to siphon your energy and pass it off as their own. But I'm gonna give you a couple more methods that you can do to protect your energy from anyone trying to profit off of your energy and swap destinies with you. So stay with me, Diva, and let's break this down. Okay, so we spoke on recognizing the red flags and walking away. So if you see someone is jealous of you, do your future self a favor and remove that snake from your garden. When you allow someone into your life that has shown you this red flag, it will only lead to this person developing more discontentment and envy towards you due to their own untamed insecurities. So just do yourself a favor and remove that snake from your garden. Okay, so you're also going to want to refocus your energy on yourself. Out of sight, out of mind, cutting the energetic cord tying you together. If you know about this, then, do a cord cutting if you were really close to this person. If you don't know about this, I recommend you look it up. You don't even actually need any actual materials. You can be something mental. So envision yourself having a string connecting you and this person and just cut it with an imaginary scissor. If they're on your mind, you want to acknowledge your emotions and then shift out of this energy by pouring into yourself and only giving attention to what you want to see grow in life, because where focus goes, energy flows. Okay, so this next one goes back to what I originally said about taking care of your physical body. So improving your gut health is super important because 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. So, the gut is a second brain. It helps improve focus and mood if we're properly feeding ourselves. Nutrition is super important. So you want to make sure that you're getting enough to eat, because if you're not eating enough, you can go into ketosis, which offsets survival mode in your body. And obviously when you're in survival mode, you don't show up as your best self. So make sure you're prioritizing your health and specifically your gut health. Make sure you're eating enough and make sure you're eating prebiotic and probiotic foods, because this is going to help you improve your mood astronomically. And when we feel better, we can show up better for ourselves. Okay, Diva, nutrition and movement go hand in hand, so it's no surprise that this next one I'm going to tell you involves moving your body. So moving the body helps release stagnant energy. So try utilizing your anger for something productive. When we go through these experiences, at least for me, it definitely has evoked anger within me, but I always use it to my advantage. Listen, energy gets stored in the body, so getting in movement will help you release that energy and move you away from that stagnation. Make sure that you're using any emotions that you feel to your advantage. Move your body, take a workout class, do some boxing, go swimming, do something that will positively contribute to your physical well-being. And also, you want to be as consistent as you can be with getting physical movement with your body. Okay, guys, this one is so obvious, but obviously I have to mention it because so many people choose to not prioritize their health. Guys, sleep is super important. Not getting enough sleep messes with your focus. It goes without saying that we should be getting 8 hours of sleep, but some people think this is debatable, and it's not. You need to make sure you're getting proper sleep consistently. Do you know how easy it is for someone to energetically attack you when you're not showing up as your best self because you're not getting proper sleep or proper nutrition or proper movement? Take care of your body. It's really important. Make sure you're getting proper sleep. Diva, taking care of your physical body is really important. If you want to prevent destiny swapping attempts from happening, it's really important to take the time to take care of our physical body, because a lot of these people will use root work magic against you, and this affects your habits and your ability to remain grounded and healthy. This is your first chakra, which is your root chakra. So when you heal the root chakra, it becomes even more difficult for the destiny swapper to take your destiny from you. Stay balanced and take care of your physical body and your mental health. Try implementing systems that help your chakras remain balanced, because whether you consider yourself a religious person or not, it even states in the Bible that our body is our temples and we should treat them as such. So treat your body with respect, and it becomes even more difficult for anyone to try to siphon your energy or energetically attack you. Okay, Diva, one of the last things that I would recommend is getting rid of any belongings tying you to this person. I say this especially because if they are using brujeria or black magic, they could have attached an energetic cord to these belongings we speak of. Yeah, throw them away, sell them, donate them. It doesn't matter. Just don't keep it in your energetic field, because they could be attacking you through those items. Protect your energy and get rid of that nasty, low vibrational energy. Get rid of any belongings tying you to this person. Trust me. Guys, overall, just remain authentic. When someone is trying to destiny swap with you, they're an insecure person who doesn't know themselves, which is why they try to imitate someone else. Keep being authentic with who you are, because authenticity will always shine through. Once you remove this person from your energy, they can no longer siphon from you. So always stay rooted in who you are. No one can take your energy or your destiny unless you allow them to. An energy vampire or a destiny swapper's desire to siphon from you is always going to be prevalent if you have that light about you. But their success is contingent upon you not showing up for yourself. So love yourself like your life depends on it. Hopefully now you have a better understanding of destiny swapping and how you can stop it at its track when you notice it's happening to you. Remember that what God blesses, no man can curse. So keep showing up for yourself and keep showing out. Authenticity always wins, diva. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to check out part 2 where I give a practical example of destiny swapping through the movie Bring It On, All or Nothing. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Till next time.